And we're live. Welcome to another week, June 14th edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar Segment, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
What's up, my guy? What's up? What's up? Have a good time?
Yeah, I'm still out here, man. You know, just sitting out here chilling.
Oh, you actually
a little vacation.
You actually at the beach in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I'm at the beach, man. You see, that's the hotel right there. If you don't see it right there behind them trees right there. You don't see that palace right there?
Yeah, it looked like something Aladdin would be in.
That's how beautiful it is.
Nice. That's fucking CGI, something else, man.
I know, right? But yeah, we enjoyed it. We had a good weekend. It was pretty fun. We just learned one valuable lesson, though. Never ever take the kids on your anniversary trip.
No.
Never ever. Terrible.
But it was fun though.
Nah, forget that. Never ever take your kids on your anniversary trip. So you enjoy? How was your weekend though?
Pretty cool, man. I had a girl from work come over to watch the fights with us. Knocked out Friday's show.
Oh yeah, by the way, you did a really good job on that, man. Salute to you on that one. You did a real good job. I will make sure that I send you music for your next time.
Thank you. Yeah. Heads up. You know, my wife's G-Day coming up. We're gonna be actually out of town for that. So I may still be able to do the show, but the show is like on that Friday, which is actually her G-Day. So I don't know. I have to talk to her about that, see if I can get permission to sneak away to the hotel room right quick and knock the show out, then come back.
Yeah, we'll figure that out on the later day. But let's get into the weekend. I made absolutely 0 picks for this weekend. You made all the picks, but I know what you talked about. So let's go over what you did. And for me, not making a pick, I decided to take a shot for it. So this is my shot for being unable to take a pick. This is hot ass liquor. Just a heads up.
What is that? Some old Erkin jerk?
Oh, Erkin jerk.
Terrible.
There you go.
The whole fifth is $7. And come in a plastic bottle.
To be exact.
It was plastic bottle too.
Nah, I ain't plastic. I don't get the plastic.
Biodegradable.
Yeah, you know I gotta pay that extra 25 cents for the glass. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. UFC, baby. UFC, you said you did watch the main event card.
Yeah, I was actually able to get in some prelims. I thought I was gonna be too busy running around, but I did catch 2 of the prelims from earlier, right before the main card. But yeah, pretty exciting.
Nice. All right, so let's get up to this first fight between Paul Craig and Jamal Hill.
Man,
won by a knockout. He broke his arm.
He actually dislocated it in 2 spots. It looked broke while
it does, because he was moving it like this. It was just loose.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, and I honestly, like, even when at the beginning of the fight, when the girl walked off with the number, I'm like, who the fuck is this old ass guy that's gonna be a referee? Like, I've never seen him before. I was like, I questioned the fact of his judgment skills at that point in time. Sure enough, why did it take you so long to call that fight? He was clearly gone. The arm is just flapping. Call the fucking fight. he should be fined and probably arrested for letting that shit go on because that man was in pain. That man was done. He was done. There was nothing that he can do. Like I saw, like when he got him in position and then he spent, I was like, he got to call that, but he didn't. And then when he brought it back, and then I saw the dislocation from the shoulder and then the elbow, it was like, dude, call the fight. It wasn't until
Dang. That's messed up. I hope that he won't referee another match ever again.
Say again.
I hope he never referee another match again.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't, man. But yeah, like I said, shout out to Jamal here, though, man. Hopefully he comes back stronger than ever. Had a pretty impressive resume leading up until this, and it's just unfortunate that this had to be his first loss. But yeah, man, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. You're gonna make a return. You're definitely gonna make a return. Next fight between the main Mai and Bella Muhammad, in which Muhammad won by unanimous decision. Reggie, you said that you was gonna stick to your first mind and keep May.
Yeah, Muhammad.
You wanted to go to Muhammad so bad.
Hey, let me tell you this. I actually went to the casino and put in a parlay with these 5 fights. I got Muhammad on there. When I tell you I got everything right except for the heel fight. Like after the heel fight, it was just like, oh shit, I can throw this away.
Right.
It doesn't even matter.
Once you miss one, it's over with.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one between Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz, in which Leon Edwards did win by unanimous decision. Reggie, I'm so glad that you didn't go with Nate Diaz because I done told you about these old ass fighters trying to make returns.
I was this close, man. I swear I was. It was. Honestly, I was talking about it at work that Saturday. I was like, man, I want to go make a parlay. Do I want to put Edwards on there? Nah, he might fuck around and lose. Diaz gonna come in there and have something to prove. Nah, fuck that. Leon gonna come in there and he gonna body his ass. And that's exactly what he did. He bodied. I'm talking about all fight long. Nate was done. Nate was finished. And honestly, the first round, he was finished.
Yeah.
But he stuck it out. Ended up with a lot of things going on with his face that he's gonna have to take care of for a while. But
I don't think he ever cared about his face.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He'll be all right. Now let's get to these championship bouts. The first one was between Davison Figueiredo taking on Brandon Moreno, in which Moreno won. He's the new champ.
Yep.
By submission in the 3rd round. I actually did a parlay with Figueiredo, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. He ain't had the belt long.
Right. It's unfortunate, but.
Yeah, I hate that. Hate you, Figueiredo. I never pick you. Nah, I ain't going to say that because you might have an easy fight, and then next you know I got to pick him. So, I might not ever pick you in a title match. How about that?
Okay.
We can say that.
Somebody gonna take it from Moreno, and
yeah.
It'll be before the end of this year.
Yeah, I believe so too. If he decides to fight again this year. Last but not least, we got Israel Adesanya taking on Marvin Vettori, in which this was like heading up to it. Trash talking was definitely involved between these two. This is a rematch in which the first fight, Vettori felt like he won, even though Adesanya ended up winning. I can't say the same about this one. I believe Adesanya definitely won unanimously, and he did win by unanimous decision.
Yep.
I don't think it's over yet because he didn't knock him out or made him tap. So he might fight him one more time.
I mean, he really ain't got nothing else to prove. I mean,
he don't.
The dude is nice. Like I watched the first fight in which Vittori got some good licks on him, and for that's why I felt like Vittori feels like he could have actually got him, but I don't really remember him hitting him Saturday. Like Adesanya was just every punch he threw, he would fade out and he would miss. It would like I don't think he got. I got to look at the numbers, but I don't remember him actually laying in there. He had no marks on his face. Last fight, Adesanya looked like he got his ass beat up, even though he won. But this fight, not a scratch. Didn't look like he was tired. So clear winner. Good job holding the belt.
Vittori gonna want that third belt. Watch. We don't know when he gonna get it, but he watch. He gonna want it. He definitely gonna want it. All right. That did it for UFC. Now let's go to the NBA. All right. Some games this weekend in the NBA. Did you do any Friday? I don't think you did any Friday game, did you?
I did. The Suns versus the Nuggets. That was a Friday night.
You absolutely did. You picked the Suns to win. So let's talk about that one. Suns versus Nuggets, game 3, in which the Suns did beat the Nuggets 116-102. Gave them a 3-0 lead in the series. Reggie, you did pick the Suns to win this one.
Yep. I was close to picking the Nuggets to win the first home game, in which I would have been okay with, because I felt like it was just going to be a gentleman's sweep anyway. So I felt like they wouldn't win the first one at home, but they probably would win the second one and take it back to Phoenix for a finish off, with the gentleman's sweep. That's what I was under the impression of, but I just said, you know what? Nah, Suns, they're too hot right now. They are fucking rolling.
They are definitely hot. And it's a lot of it thanks to Chris Paul. Even though Devin Booker, he did lead the team in scoring in that game, 28 points. And then Jokic, he ended up having a 32. Wasn't enough. Nope. All right, let's move on to Saturday between the Jazz and the Clippers. This was an actual game 3. Yeah, this was game 3.
It was game 3? No,
it was game 3. Huh?
It was game 2.
Game 2 was Thursday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I said that wrong then.
Game 3, because it was in LA, in which the Clippers did win 132-106. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard both had over 30 points. Pretty much what they did in last series against the Dallas Mavericks every time they won. You got good contributions for both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and he had some help from the bench and the other role players.
Not including Reggie Jackson.
Well, Reggie Jackson had 17. Also with Nicholas Batum with 17. So he did his part. Why you hate Reggie Jackson so much?
He got my name. He got there making us look bad.
He doing good. I mean, he hitting 3. He might not be consistent, but he definitely hitting 3. And matter of fact, they do play tonight. So let's check and see what they'll do tonight. Game 4. They're going to need him to contribute, definitely. Next one, we got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Game 4. This was game 4, in which the Bucks tied the series 107-96. Kyrie sprained ankle, out. He was out for the rest of the game. I think he got hurt in the second or third quarter. It was one of those two. I think it was early in the third.
Yeah, I think so.
Early in the third, almost midway in the third. Either or, what in the world Brooklyn's going to do? Now the series tied heading to game 5, which is tomorrow without Kyrie and James Harden.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I went with the Nets. That little statement that they got called "Fear the Deer." I'm starting to see Bambi get his legs together as of right now. Let's just. I'm not sold on Milwaukee winning. I think Nets in 6 or 7 anyway. But I still got the Nets winning. KD can do it without Kyrie and or James Harden. They've been doing it without. He'll get it done tomorrow. I believe it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave my thoughts on that for later on in the show. But we definitely shall see. We definitely shall see. Next one was between the Suns and the Nuggets, game 4, win or go home. Where the Nuggets was already at home. So all they had to do was just pack their stuff and drive back to the crib. Suns ended up winning that game 125-118. The Suns are in the conference finals. Now, the only problem I had with this game is that I don't think Jokic, the Joker, should have got ejected. No. Obviously, it was not purposely done to hit him upside his face. He was just trying to do a strong foul.
Down. And he hit the ball. So he
ended up hitting the ball too. You could have gave him a flagrant one and kept him in the game. Now, would that admit anything different? No. They probably would have still lost. But hey, he is the reigning MVP. And you didn't put respect on his name. Now, let LeBron have a strong foul. He wouldn't have got tossed. Let AD have a strong foul. He wouldn't have got tossed. Let Giannis have a strong foul. KD, Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry, all of them can have strong fouls, and you would have not tossed them out the game. But the respect that y'all have for the Joker, that you didn't care. You didn't care about how you. It ain't like he normally does this. This is the first time he ever done this to me. I have never seen him done that before. Hard foul? No.
Yeah.
Frustration foul? No.
You can't. It wasn't race because everybody you just mentioned is black. So and like you can't mention that. And like I said, it was early. It wasn't even halftime when this happened. People out here thinking that he actually did, hit him. No, he swung down and
grazed his nose.
I could see if he swung across and actually didn't even make a play on the ball. That was one of the worst calls I've seen in a long time, man.
Ejection for that should be a shame.
Had he not been ejected, that the score differential was what, 7 points?
Yeah.
He would have definitely won, and my prediction would have been right had they not made that bogus ass flagrant call.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But shouts out to the Phoenix Suns because y'all did deserve to make it to the conference finals. I definitely believe that. Shout out to Chris Paul for leading that team. Devin Booker, you finally finna play a meaningful game or series now since you in the conference finals. I think it's the first time since 2010 that they're in the conference finals. Back when they had Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, Jason Richardson, Grant Hill, Q Richardson coming out the bench hitting 3. And was Barbosa on that team?
That's who I was thinking about. Leandro.
Barbosa too. So yeah, they had snipers back then, man. And Channing Frye. Channing Frye was on that team too. I just thought about that. Shout outs to them, man. But yeah, congratulations to them. All right, last but not least, we got a game that's on right now between the 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks, in which the series is 76ers up 2-1. Game 4 is on as we speak. And as I'm looking at the game right now, it is tied up 92 apiece with a little bit under 6 minutes left in the game. So, Reggie, you did pick who to win this game?
I picked the Hawks to win this game.
Hawks have been coming back. Matter of fact, they just hit a shot to go up 2. So, Reggie, your pick is looking good. I did not pick anything on this. All right. Let's go to some baseball, man. Now, the series that you wanted to discuss, I want to go ahead and knock out my Braves, get them out the way. Braves versus the Marlins, the Miami Marlins, in which my Atlanta Braves did lose that series 2-1. Reggie, I know you picked 2-1. I believe you cursed my team because you clearly said that Atlanta is cursed. So with you picking them, cursed them again, in which we lost 2-1. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Should be ashamed.
And it happened pretty much the exact same way that I predicted. Said that. Well, actually, I said that y'all would lose the first game and y'all win out over the weekend. And that did not happen at all.
No, it didn't. We lost the first 2 games and ended up winning the last. And I can't believe we won the last, to be honest with you. All right, next one. I want to do the Orioles taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Reggie, you actually went for the Orioles, didn't you?
I did. Got swept.
Got swept. Rays won. Rays in a sweep, Reggie. What is going on, man?
I didn't see that coming at all. I did not.
You didn't see it coming at all.
No.
All right. That's over 2, Reggie. You gotta do better. All right. Next one was the Blue Jays versus the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And Reggie, did you end up going with my Blue Jays?
I did go with the Blue Jays over the Red Sox, and I know it sounded weird as fuck. Like, how would I pick anybody over the Red Sox right now, especially what they've been playing all season? But I just had a feeling. And I went with 3-1.
Well, they was up 2-1, but it looks like this game is finna be over because they just hit in a game-winning run, which makes it a tie, Reggie. I'm sorry.
I was close.
You was close. You was close. He gave up a single in the bottom of the ninth to win the game 2-1. Just happened.
Damn it.
Hey, man. They doing you wrong.
It was looking good, man. It was looking real promising.
It was. Now, the next game, what did you pick? Cubs, Cardinals?
No, I had got Rangers, Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, Rangers. I don't know why you did this. Rangers, Dodgers. I believe you just wanted an easy win. So you did Rangers, Dodgers, in which you did pick a Dodgers sweep. Did you pick the sweep?
I did.
I'm sorry, Reggie. It was 2-1. Dodgers.
I
don't know how in the world the Rangers scored 12 runs on Saturday. And they won 12-1. And the worst thing about it, they did this against a pitcher and one of their best pitchers in Trevor Bauer.
Mm-hmm.
I think they scored 6 off of him. I remember that game.
Before they pulled him.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. All right, last but not least, what is the last one? I did not get it.
Got the Angels and the Diamondbacks.
Oh, yeah, I already know you picked them Angels.
Yes,
you picked them Angels. Huh?
Angels of Anaheim, I did.
You did.
And I should have said fucking sweet, man.
You should have said the sweet, because that's exactly what happened, right?
Yep. I went 2-1.
They won. Yep, they won in a sweep. Wow. Sorry, Reggie. You win some, you lose some. But let's go to the ones let's go to your sport. Let's go to hockey.
Hockey.
All right. It's only two games. We are in the Stanley Cup semifinals, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, on yesterday, we had New York Islanders taking on The Tampa Bay Lightning. Reggie, who did you pick?
I picked the Islanders. No, yes, I did. No, I picked the Islanders for a series.
Oh, okay. But the Lightning
No,
lost.
I'm sorry. I picked the Lightning for the series, and I picked the Islanders for game one. That's what.
There you go. There you go. You got that right. Islanders won 2-1. They are 1-0 in the series. Now we got the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Reggie, you did pick the Golden Knights, right?
I picked the Golden Knights for the series, and I also picked the Golden Knights for game one.
They are up 1-0 as we speak, end of the first.
Right.
End of the first. So that's what we got from now. Now let's go to the last but not least.
Wait. Since we right here, what are your predictions on the series?
I believe the Stanley Cup will be between the Las Vegas Golden Knights and the New York Islanders beat y'all, right?
Yeah, they did.
I'm going to go with them. New York Islanders taking on the Las Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup. Give me the Islanders in 6 and the Knights in 6 also. Both of them 6.
Okay.
Both of them in 6. That'll be my predictions on that. Now let's get to the last but not least. Reggie, you did do a 3-bet challenge. You did do a 3-bet challenge. Now your first bet was what? Because I know you got it correct.
Suns +2.
Suns end up winning that game, so doesn't matter what the plus was. You got it. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yep.
Second one, Reggie.
Second one, I had Padres.
Next, Padres. You had an over on that one?
I went over 5.5.
What was
And
the score of that game?
It was 6.
Oh, you did it for that Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night.
Oh, Friday night was 5.
It was 5?
Yep. Even if you did it for Saturday, it was 5.
I was sworn I saw 4-2.
It was 4. It was 3-2.
3-2. Oh shit. Okay. Well, messed up on that one.
What was your last one?
The last one was actually this game right now. Because I got confused on the days. I'm trying to say, I'm like, wait a minute, this, because I knew that the hockey started this weekend, but I thought it was Saturday, Sunday instead of Sunday.
And Sunday, Monday. Yeah.
So
okay. And you got the Knights, but you said that it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I got the Knights, but I picked Canadians +1.5.
Right. So the Knights wouldn't win by more than 2. So you got them to cover.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 1 pending, 1 win, 1 loss. Doesn't matter, because guess what, Reggie? I went 0 for 3. So you know what that means? I will take my shot.
Drinky, irk and jerk.
So you did win this one, regardless. Oh man, this is my loss for the 3-shot challenge.
You should you should go on vacation and not make picks a lot more.
No, never again. I did have a 3-pick challenge, but I didn't give it to you. So it doesn't really matter what was the results of.
I think in the future we should just either like pre-record or just send each other our picks so that this won't happen again.
I think that would work. That would definitely work.
Yeah, the fans want to know, man.
Yeah, you're right. Fans be making these picks, man. They be believing in our picks, and they be laughing at our mistakes. So,
yeah,
we definitely need to just make sure we able to turn them in. All right, now let's get to our topics, man. First topic of today. Now this weekend, Le'Veon Bell, he had some crazy words on Twitter. I believe it was a fan that asked him a question about if he was coming back to the Chiefs. And his response was, I never play for Andy Reid again. I retire first. That is strange. Because this had Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger. Response is, these fellas will blame everybody for their lack of success. That's how I know I'm built different. Oh, man. It's a battle between them two. So he goes on later on to double down and kind of apologize. So this is what he said. He said, I said what I said, and I don't regret at all what I said. For those who have a personal problem with me because of what I said, that's fine. You have your right. Just understand I also have my right for how I feel about my personal problem with dude because of what he said to me. Then he also quoted, never did I say I didn't enjoy my time in KC because I love my time there and was probably the closest locker room full of players I've ever been around. I enjoyed my teammates, the city, food, the fans, just about everything in KC. I'm not about to go all into depth on why I feel the way I do, but I have my rights to feel the way I feel. The only thing I would change is commenting how I really feel on social media, which is absolutely correct because you shouldn't be posting this stuff on social media because you know exactly what's going to happen. Now, Reggie, what are your thoughts on this? Whose side are you on? Are you on Le'Veon Bell's side about his rights of posting or saying however he feels? Or are you on Tyrann Mathieu / Andy Reid's side, in which you shouldn't have said anything, kept your mouth shut, and this could pretty much jeopardize the rest of your career?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna go with undecided at this point. And I'm saying that because yes, he has his own personal rights. Everybody does. And guess what? It's social fucking media. You can put whatever you want to on there, good or bad. Now, in his position, I'm pretty sure that his PR is upset and puzzled behind him making those kind of statements. With that being said, also Tyrann Mathieu's PR should be upset with him letting his invisible girlfriend make that statement and put it on Twitter as well. So honestly, Le'Veon, what, 29, almost 30?
Yeah, he's 29.
Yeah, so he's like on the last leg of his career. I mean, running backs don't survive long anyway, unless you fucking Frank Gore or somebody like that.
Oh my gosh.
or AP. Like
that's crazy too.
Yeah, you just don't. You're not built for the league. And running backs are a dime a dozen. They're coming in quick. They're coming in hot. So yeah, I definitely disagree with his position on how he put it out there, being that I can't remember what kind of deal he signed with KC, but
Hold up, I can't hear you. Hold up, give it a minute. Still can't hear you. Hold up.
He can say whatever he wants to, okay. But the thing is how people perceive things and how far people will run off with things. That's what's gonna hurt, and that's what's hurting right now because it looks real bad. And I mean, there's nothing that you can do about it. He can't take it back. I'm not clear on what Andy Reid said to him or why they have a bad relationship or whatever. I don't remember seeing anything as far as like him lashing out or saying that he wasn't better or whatever. But I mean, clearly he's not the number one running back on the team. No way.
Or number two. Or number three.
Yeah, exactly. It was hilarious. Clearly the number one running back. He did average. I think he got like 350 some yards this past season.
Yeah, but he's small, man.
Yeah, he didn't even play every game. So, right. And then when it came time for the playoffs, he was even smaller. So I just think that with him, like even with his stint with the Steelers, like everything was just done wrong. It's a lot of stuff that he said that he shouldn't have said, a lot of stuff he did that he shouldn't have done. But here again, you got your own rights. He can do it and say whatever he wants. He got the money. Who gonna stop him? That's how I feel about it. Definitely not on. Like I said, I don't know about the Andy Reid side of it, but I'm definitely not okay with the Tyrann Mathieu side of it, because I mean, this is your teammate, regardless of the fact of if y'all are on opposite ends of the ball. He plays defense, obviously Le'Veon's offense. Regardless, you're supposed to have your teammates back. But like the statement that he made had nothing to do with regarding why Tyrann Mathieu should have made a statement. I could see if he said something about, well, I'm unhappy with my defense, or you know, or if he even singled him out. Like that's completely different. That's when you come in and defend yourself. Other than that, like your fake girlfriend should not have opened her mouth and had you go out there and say anything. You should have just stayed quiet. Or when asked how he felt about Le'Veon's comments, then say something. Don't just get on there and throw your teammate under the bus. It's not right.
Okay. Very solid points. Well, the side that I'm on is pretty much the retirement side, because this is what I feel like Le'Veon Bell just pretty much announced, that he has retired from the NFL. I really don't think that any other team will give him a chance, because just look at the fact of the history of Andy Reid. Andy Reid is known for being a player's coach. I mean, every player that Andy Reid has had, I have not remembered not one of them saying anything bad about him. I can't remember one. And guess what? One of his players was T.O. Terrell Owens himself. Never said anything negative about Andy Reid. Andy Reid actually never said anything negative about him. T.O. had a problem with the offensive coordinator. That's the reason why he had problems when he was with the Eagles, in which he both left him and that organization went off on bad terms. And also Donovan McNabb. But that's another story for another day. Really, I just don't understand the reason for Le'Veon Bell actually having this response. Okay, you're right. You have your own personal ideas. You can say it or share it however you want to. But you do know there are consequences for whatever you say. And the consequences of what you just said could possibly mean that you're not going to be able to play with another team in the NFL. Don't act like you Le'Veon Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers, in which I was the Killer Bees when it was you, Big Ben Roethlisberger, and Antonio Brown. No, you're not that Le'Veon Bell no more. You're not. You're pretty much a shell of him. Like, you could probably average 2.5 to 3 yards a carry in this era, and that's not saying much. Pretty much that is backup material, almost third string material. So it's either you really don't want to play in the NFL no more, or Andy Reid really said something bad to you. Now, I don't want to get into the race business. I don't think any of this stuff should be brought out as racial, because we haven't heard anything about Andy Reid and about anything with him being racial. Now, the only problem that I have with Andy Reid is the fact that his son is the one that actually got away with hurting a little girl in a car accident, in which he pretty much ain't going to get no time in jail. But that ain't got nothing to do with Andy Reid. It's just got something to do with his child, in which that's another story for another day also. Overall, I just feel like that, hey, man, you got to either want to retire, or you know that what you just said pretty much put you in retirement. I can't think of a team that wants to pick him up after this. The Jets, the only team that gave him an offer, and they paid him to do absolutely nothing. So he went to the Chiefs and almost got a ring, but he ended up not getting it thanks to Tom Brady. I can't think of another team. The Saints?
I can think of two.
Who?
The Ravens and the Lions. Now I do know that both of those two teams did recently have a meeting with Todd Gurley,
Yes,
but
sir.
nothing's set in stone. We haven't heard anything from them. But here again, there's another available option in Le'Veon Bell if he still wants to play and not putting himself up for retirement. If he does, then both of those teams with him with his shell of himself form, I think will do okay.
Now, I do not give him a chance with the Ravens just because of how John Harbaugh is. I don't think he wants to deal with things like that. However, with the Detroit Lions, you do got a good point. Because I don't know what in the world their head coach is. And last time I heard about their head coach, he was talking about biting kneecaps off people, whatever crazy stuff he was talking about. So he does got a chance over there. Now, that's the crazy thing about it. You are absolutely correct. Todd Gurley did go to Detroit, and he did not end up having a deal, which I hate, to be honest, because I really want him to be able to play in the NFL. That need is that serious to the point where he can't even play for the Detroit Lions. That's saying a lot. That's saying an awful lot. I hate it. I hate it. But we shall see. We shall see what Le'Veon's future holds, and we'll talk about it whenever it happens. But let's move on to
Just want to give a brief update on the Atlanta Hawks, the 76ers game. Uh, Atlanta turned the ball over with 14 seconds left. 76ers came down the court on a screen, passed it in to Embiid, and they end up losing it under the basket with 7.8 seconds left. Atlanta is up 101 to Philly 100 with 7.8 seconds left. All they got to do is hold the ball to tie the series up.
that is true, but also they will get intentionally fouled, which will bring them to the line. Depends on who it is. But that out of bounds is under review, and it looks like
It will
Ben
stay.
Simmons was the last person to touch it, so it will be Atlanta Hawks ball. Speaking of basketball, let's talk about the NBA and what happened to the Brooklyn Nets. Now, earlier we did explain that Kyrie Irving did get hurt in the game in which he fell. He came down wrong on, I believe, Giannis' leg, and he twisted his ankle. Looked like he was out. Well, he went to the locker room out for the rest of the game, and he came out in a walking boot. And he has been announced that he is out for Game 5, which is tomorrow. Now, Reggie, you did discuss this just a little bit. Do you think that Kevin Durant can find a way to win this series without both James Harden and Kyrie Irving?
I believe he can, man. I've been saying for a long time. As far as individual players in the NBA, you know my thoughts and feelings on LeBron James. I'm pretty sure that listeners have picked up on my disgust for him as well. Not necessarily saying that I wish he failed, but I'm not so keen in on what he's done in the past. But I just think that there are better players in the NBA as of right now than him. KD is one of them. Kawhi Leonard is one of them. So with that being said, I think that KD, with missing all-stars, which LeBron has had to deal with too, will still find a way to win. Just don't believe, and they're not really even saying anything about Harden's injury. They're just saying that he will miss, and it's probably just giving him more time to rest and recover, which I'm completely okay with. With that being said, yes, I still feel like even though Kyrie did go down early in the third quarter, KD still had a nice game. I feel like all they got to do is just readjust, focus on the game plan, and make it happen. Feed KD, and as far as Kyrie go, I don't think that that's. I mean, it's an ankle sprain, but I mean, if you ever played basketball before, which I know I have, on on an organized team, AAU, or just played outside. A sprained ankle is not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. You can nurse yourself back to health. Ice it, heat it. Ice it, heat it. Elevate it. I mean, we all know how to take care of ourselves. And with a sprain, he won't be gone long. Even if Brooklyn is to go down 3-2, there's still a chance that he can still come back. Mm-hmm. There's no word on James Harden, so I'm not sold on the fact that KD will have to do this completely alone. And even if he does have to do it alone, I feel like he can. He honestly did it alone with OKC because Russ didn't show up a lot. It was all KD. Mm-hmm. I believe in KD. And with that being said, Atlanta just won. The series is now 2-2. So Atlanta got something to prove. I remember saying that early in the year. We got to watch out for Atlanta. Got to watch out for Atlanta.
They have. They've been balling, man. They definitely been balling. But back to the Knicks and KD. Now, with Kyrie Irving and James Harden being out, Kevin Durant have a mission to do. And the mission is to find a way to win this game without his two star players. This is something he haven't been able to do for a long period of time. I think the last time he tried to do it was back in his OKC days, right after James Harden left, before Russell Westbrook became an MVP. It's something that's rare. Now, I do believe he does have the team to be able to do it. I believe that Blake Griffin can contribute good enough. I believe a Harris can contribute good enough. I even like Mike James. Jeff Green has returned back. I don't know what in the world's going on with DeAndre Jordan, but hell, I guess they don't want to play him. I guess they don't want to play him. But
what's the blonde headed dreadhead dude? He been showing
dang it. My wife was talking about him earlier.
He nice. I like him.
Yeah.
Good defense.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like him. That's probably the reason why he haven't been playing, because he been getting the minutes instead of DeAndre Jordan. Claxton. Yeah, Claxton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he been balling, man. I like him.
Yeah. Now, Game 5 is at home, so he still got home court advantage, and that's the difference that's going to happen in this Game 5. I do have the Nets winning this game, and I got 3 reasons why. The first reason is I believe Kevin Durant will find a way to ball out this game. He's going to make a statement with this game. So give me at least 40 points for Kevin Durant this game. Reason number 2, I honestly believe that the Bucks struggles on the road. I don't know why, but this series, the Bucks has been struggling on the road. It will continue this series with a Game 5. So I expect Giannis to get his normal numbers, but I don't expect Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton to put up the numbers that they're supposed to put up.
Chris Middleton started off slow, this series slow anyway.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, he did have a decent game. I mean, he had a real good Game 3.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Game 4, but I know he had a really good Game 3 in which, he had 35 points. Yeah. He had 35 out of 86? That's damn good. That's damn good.
Damn good.
Now, the third one is the real tricky one. And this is what I feel like will make a big difference. It's the fact that the role players will step up. I believe that the role players will step up. I believe that the whole team entirely will hit at least 18 threes this next game. They will hit at least 18 threes. You're going to have Shamet. He going to hit some threes. You're going to have Mike James hit some threes. Harris might go off. You might see Harris be another Klay Thompson in this Game 5, in which he go crazy from 3. I can expect that in this game. And I'm not sure. After this game 5, I don't know when they play after tomorrow. If they get a 3-day off and end up playing Friday, it's definitely gonna be in their favor. Now they play Thursday. But regardless of that, all they need to do is win this game. And I believe that either Kyrie or James Harden will come back for game 6. So can KD do it? Yeah. I believe he can win 2 out of 3. Yeah. I really do. It's not a knock on Giannis because everybody talk about, well, Giannis, he got 2 MVPs. Ain't no way he should be able to lose to KD. Yeah, you're right. Giannis needs to find some way to win this because he got the advantage. There's no reason why Giannis shouldn't be able to end this series. But hey, we shall see. I have my faith more in Kevin Durant than I do in Giannis. That's just me.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Completely agree with you on that. And all 3 points.
Yeah. All right. So that'll do it for that topic. And we're at the end of the show. Sorry about that. We are at the end of the show. And it's my segment since it's Monday. And y'all already know what I normally do. First, I mute Reggie, like always. What should I talk about? Should I piss Reggie off and talk about NXT in your house that happened on last night? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Should I talk about the fact that my Rams have a possible chance of getting Stephon Gilmore from the Patriots, since my boy Jalen Ramsey wants to give a shout out and actually try to put his recruiting hat on? Should I talk about that? No, I'm not going to talk about that. What I am going to talk about is the fact that it's this one person who hasn't been getting enough credit, haven't been getting the respect that they deserve. And that person is Simone Biles. You have not heard too much on ESPN about Simone Biles and what she accomplished this past week. Her 7th time. She is a GOAT in this sport of gymnastics. It's ridiculous what she's able to do. Yes, that GOAT that she had on her shoulder, incredible. The things that she is able to do in this sport, in which nobody else could do. It's to the point where they're trying to ban the things that she's doing because other people would try to attempt them and could hurt themselves severely. That's how strong and that's how big of an advantage that Simone Biles has become in her sport, which is incredible in of itself. That lets you know how hard working she is. That lets you know how dedicated she is into her craft. That lets you know the effort and the amount of intensity that she puts into everything that she does. And guess what? We heard more about this Logan Paul dude losing to Floyd Mayweather than we did about Simone Biles dominating in her sport, which is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So, ESPN, if I was you, I would do better. And I will make sure that people know about Simone Biles. I'll make sure people will acknowledge what Simone Biles has done. Now, I am going to give you credit. You did acknowledge a little bit about the softball, the NCAA softball championship league, in which we were very excited. Shouts out to Oklahoma Sooners in winning it. That's their 5th championship in history. Congrats to them. I actually like James Madison University. Shouts out to them because they played hella good, in which they actually did beat Oklahoma one time, but they didn't do enough for them to win the championship. But I just don't like the respect the disrespect that you show for Simone Biles Come on, ESPN, you can do better. Now what? Now I know it's not the Olympics, but come on, you have shown worse things. I mean, you'll sit there and do the hot dog eating contest every 4th of July, and you shouts out the winner of that every single year. Like he is one of the greatest. Matter of fact, they actually did a segment of is he the most dominant athlete of his sport? Really? Eating hot dogs? Really? That makes him dominant? Fucking cornhole. Hey, don't disrespect cornhole. I love cornhole. Cornhole is one of my favorite games to play, man. My mother play cornhole all the time, and my mama be whooping my ass. No lie. That is a Southern sport, and we get intense when it comes to that cornhole. You can ask my mom. You can ask my mom. No lie about that. But overall, man, y'all should give Simone Biles more respect than that. Y'all should acknowledge her. Y'all should do segments of her. Definitely do segments of her. Because I know Fox would do it. And you don't want to get Fox to beat y'all. All right. Because Fox already beating y'all when it comes to these debate shows. No lie. First take. Yeah. I ain't gonna say too much about that. That's it. Simone Biles, I'm giving you your flowers because you deserve it. The GOAT. Simone Biles. All right, that's it for me, man. You can come back, Reggie. You are good. We finna end this show.
Hey, salute for that, man. She needed that recognition. Don't know why she's not getting it, but I appreciate it. Somebody gonna give it to her.
Yes, I don't mind doing it. I had to got mad because I had to take my shades off. Now, I can go back to my miniature vacation, still celebrating over 1 year of my anniversary. Wednesday, we'll have another show in which we will do the AFC South along with other topics, and Reggie will have his segment for that night.
Get ready.
As of right now, we are watching the Clippers take on the Utah Jazz, and the Clippers starting off strong. They are starting off strong. Hopefully, they can continue this and tie the series 2-2, so we can have a best out of 3. But we finna end the show so we can watch it. Salute to y'all. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, man.
Yes, sir.